So guys, after having spent the last couple weeks mostly grinding for the Great One Road Deer, today it is time to go back to Parque Fernando to retake the Mule Deer grind. That's right. We are gonna continue grinding for the Great One Mule Deer here on Parque Fernando, but not only that, because we're also gonna be testing out a method that has the potential to turn this grind into something completely different. This method that I'm talking about could actually be the easiest way to grind the Mule Deer across any map. Now guys, before we start with the video, I just wanted to mention that my goal this year is to reach at least 35,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So guys, if you find this kind of content helpful, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps a lot. So we're gonna start the video by talking about the method I just mentioned. First of all, this method was discovered by a player called MacJohn2. He shared this method on my Discord server because he has an amazing grind on Parque Fernando for the red deer using pretty much only 2 lakes. And even though his method is for red deer, I think it is very safe to say it is gonna work exactly the same for the mule deer because they both share the exact same home range and the same mechanics, herd mechanics pretty much. So all praise go to MacJohn2 because he has been putting a lot of effort to figure out exactly what to do to make this method work. I still haven't tried the method myself, but man, I am excited because if it actually works, it's gonna end up completely changing our grind, for the better. Alright, so the first thing MacJohn recommends us doing in order to make this method work is to start by discovering every single of our drink zones, preferably on solo multiplayer. I already discovered pretty much every single of my mule deer drink zones, so that isn't necessary anymore, but something that he recommends us doing is to look for them on solo multiplayer. Why on solo multiplayer? Well, it is believed that it is easier to find every single of your drink zones on solo multiplayer because for some reason there are some drink zones that aren't gonna appear on single player. Don't ask me why, it seems to work that way for some reason, but MacJohn definitely recommends us to do so on solo multiplayer in order to have a higher chance of discovering them all. Now the second thing is to try to fill the spawn trap entirely with solo males. So first of all, what is the spawn trap? The spawn trap for this method is essentially this lake right here, on Tierra Pico. This lake on the bottom left corner of the map seems to be a very powerful spawn trap for both the red deer and the mule deer, and what MacJohn recommends us doing is to get this lake to a point where you only have solo males here. The question is, how do you get this lake to only have solo males considering the mule deer also have herds? Well, MacJohn actually has the answer to that because he's been testing this method a lot. And at least in the case of the mule deer, what seems to work is that, for example, if you have a herd that has 10 mule deer on it, you're gonna kill every single mule deer from the herd until only 1 male remains. So you'll want to kill every single female and every single buck from the herd, leaving only 1 male. In theory, after doing this, the level 3 that will leave should become a new solo and the rest of the herd should respawn elsewhere. Maybe within the same lake, but what matters is that now we have a new solo, which would be a level 3. What you will want to do is to repeat the process for every herd until you only have solos on this lake. That's what supposedly works, at least in the case of the red deer. However, something very important that MacJohn also mentions is that for every new solo male you create, you need to make sure to kill another solo male. It doesn't matter where, as long as you kill another solo male somewhere else on the map, that is gonna balance things out and it's gonna make it possible for the solo male you just created to remain as a solo male. And the reason why this is necessary is because there's a fixed number of solo males that can remain in the map. If at any point you have more solo males than that fixed number, the map will try to balance things out by putting the next solo male you kill back on a herd. So yeah guys, in order for this to be consistent, you have to make sure to kill another solo male for every new solo male you create. Just make sure to kill the other solo on a place that isn't this lake, because this is the lake that you want to fill with only solo males. So let's see guys, we're gonna start by trying to shoot down that herd. Our goal is to leave that level 3 alone. So we're gonna use the Arsina right here. We have 7 mule deer apart from the level 3, including 4 females I believe. 5 females. Look. That is 1, 2, 3. We hit it. Come on, 4. Bro. We hit 3. Which means they're all gonna die. That one though, if we can hit it a second time, we didn't unfortunately. We're just gonna wait here for a bit. The level 3 we're wanting to leave alone is now completely alone, it is now a solo. The question is, where is the herd gonna respawn? In theory it should respawn within the same lake, but we'll see. Now there's another herd over there, which of course we also wanna shoot down. There's a level 3, plus another level 3. So we could try to leave that level 3 as a solo. Which means we have another 7 mule deer to shoot right here. Let's go for them. Just gonna do the same thing. Let's zero for 300. Let's start with the females. That is 1, 2. Come on. We missed. That one is behind the level 3, which is risky. But that one is definitely gonna go down. So 3 females. Brother, stop protecting that female. Okay, let's see. Ooh, did we hear it? She went out of render exactly when we hear her, so I don't know. So now we have 3 pugs plus that female, and I wanna leave that level 3 as a solo. The one in the back. We're gonna go for the 3 in the front. Once we kill those 3, that level 3 in the back should become a solo. Let's zero for 300. That is 1. The female is also down. And that one should also go down. Come on. What is he doing? He froze for a second right there, that was strange. And he's still going, I can't believe it. Surprisingly survived, but he's definitely gonna end up dying. Now we're back on the same zone, and look. 2 solos right there. Including the level 3 we left. That is perfect. So we have 2 solos on that side, plus the other solo we left the other time, right there. Well, there are a couple females right there, but I'm pretty sure those are also solos because this level 3 was already alone. So the next thing we have to do is to do the same we just did for those 2 herds with the herd that is on this side of the lake. I think it's that zone. Yeah, look, this zone has 8 mule deer in it. It is a different herd. We are gonna go to a stand on the opposite side of the lake, and we're gonna kill all the mule deer in the herd until there's only 1 male remaining. There's a herd. Level 2, bunch of females. We know there are 8 on that herd, and right here there are 9. So that's a problem. Which one is the solo? Maybe that female because it's kind of far from the herd? Hold up a second. Are there 2 next to each other right there? Yeah, I think there are. We don't know exactly where are the solos, so we'll have to do a little trick right here. We're gonna use the 22 variant, which we should have on our inventory, maybe not. And now that we have the 22 variant, we are simply gonna shoot one of the females, and we're gonna pay attention to see who else leaves the area after the female. Whoever leaves the area after the female is part of the herd, and of course whoever stays is a solo. So let's see. Let's shoot that one. It is pretty far, but I think we should be able to hear it there. Right there, perfect. Let's pay attention. The female is gonna escape, and some of the mule deer are gonna continue drinking, but whoever continues drinking is a solo. Because the ones that are part of the herd with the female we just shot are also gonna leave the area. For example, that female is already leaving, that male is also leaving, those are probably also gonna leave as well as that level 4. That level 2 is still drinking, so that is probably solo. And that female is also still drinking. Okay, so that level 2 and that female are solos. We are gonna shoot the solo female first. She's down. And we're gonna leave the level 2 because that is a solo and that is exactly what we need to have on this lake. But I also wanna shoot part of the herd already. Our goal will be to leave that level 4 as a solo. That level 3 as well. Same with that female. And if we can drop another, that would be perfect. We missed. Let's reload. Come on. We hit that one. And we missed the shot on the second. We hit it. Good, good, good. So I believe we killed 5 in total. Ooh, there's a dilute. Dilute female though. Now the question is, do you remember that level 4 right there? That level 4 was part of a herd, but supposedly now it should be solo. If the method works, that level 4 should now be solo. So we're gonna start by shooting one of the females with the 22. I think I'm gonna shoot the dilute to be honest. And we're gonna go claim it, because why not? Let's zero for 150 here. Gonna do the 22 trick. Should be good. And let's see who leaves the zone. If that level 4 leaves the zone, that means it is still part of a group. Ooh, it is back to drinking. So it is actually solo now. Look, those females are leaving. That female stayed though. Those two bugs are also leaving. And every single mule deer that stayed is actually solo. So now we know that level 3 and that level 2 are part of a group. That female as well. So look at this, guys, we're gonna shoot the two females that are escaping. Well, at least one of them. That'll do it. And we're gonna go back to kill the rest of the herd to create another solo bug. You know, the herds are gonna continue respawning on this same lake, so we can continue creating more solo bugs. That is the goal. Well guys, unfortunately I don't think we managed to kill any of the females the last time. The dilute is also back because the 22 didn't kill it. But now we know that level 2 and that level 3 are part of the group. So we're gonna start by shooting the level 2, those two females, plus the dilute. Let's go for them. Just gonna make sure to get on the tripod first. Let's hit the level 2. Good hit. Good hit. Come on. We hit it. The dilute is still there. And if we shoot the dilute, the level 3 will become a solo. We shot this key right here. Perfect. Just a female, but it also counts. Here we have this guy. Beautiful looking rare. To be completely honest, even though these guys used to be uncommon, they have become maybe my favorite rare for the mule deer. I just love the color. It's like a silvery blue. Beautiful looking. Just a female, we pushed it, but I'm still gonna tax it. So guys, as you could see, this herd had 5 mule deer in it. We left the level 3 as a solo, which means whenever the herd comes back, he'll probably come back with only 4 mule deer, and we'll be able to leave the last male as a solo by killing the other 3 females. I wanna think that's how it works, but we'll see. We are gonna be able to see right here. Herd of 5. Ooh. So 5 mule deer in this herd, but is it 2 bucks and 3 females, or 4 females and 1 buck? Maybe 2 bucks and 3 females, eh? If it is 2 bucks and 3 females, that means a buck actually spawned out of nowhere, and we're gonna be able to create another solo from a buck that wasn't here. So that'll be very nice, because imagine, we create another solo, and then the herd may respawn as a herd of 5 once again, with another extra buck. And if it respawns with another extra buck, we're gonna be able to create another solo out of nowhere pretty much, which is kinda crazy. And who knows how many times the herd is gonna continue respawning as a herd of 5. Maybe that is the smallest a herd can respawn as. The only thing we have to make sure to do is that for every solo we create, we have to make sure to kill another solo somewhere else on the map. Because supposedly, if we kill the solos we create just like that, without killing other solos, they are gonna end up going back to herds and it's gonna break our method. So time to see guys, is that herd 3 females and 2 bucks or 4 females and 1 buck? We are gonna shoot that female to figure that out. Hopefully it is part of the herd. Let's see. We hit it. That buck is alert. So let's pay attention to who stays and to who leaves the area. Whoever leaves the area is part of the herd. Look, that one is leaving, so that female we just shot was actually part of the herd. That's good. That level 3 is still there. That one is back to drinking, so that is a solo. Ooh, 2 bucks are leaving. 3 bucks are leaving? What? 3 bucks and 1 female are leaving? So it was actually 3 bucks and 2 females? What in the world? We actually just got 2 free bucks because that is the respawn of the other herd we shot, and we only shot 1 buck of that herd. So we're gonna shoot 2 of the bucks that we know are part of that herd. We're gonna shoot that level 3 and the other level 3. Plus the rest of the females, of course. And guys, actually, I think the herd ended up becoming a 6 mule deer herd because I saw 3 females fleeing the last time. Probably those 3 in the middle. Look. There is 1. There is 2. Now let's go for the females. We didn't hit it. That did it. That did it as well. Gonna go for the rest. Hard to know which one is which, So we're gonna drop that one. That should do it. And the other one just died as well. Perfect. The level 3 bug we left should become a solo. And there we have it. Now it is a solo. Perfect. Those are all solos, including the female. The question is, where did the hare respawn? It probably respawns somewhere within this lake as well. It should. It's probably over there, huh? There is a lot of bugs. It is a mix between bugs and females, so I wanna think it is also a mix between solos and possibly a hare. But I would say that so far the method is working very good. Our goal is to eventually fill the lake with as many solos as possible, and look at the amount of solos what we have. Some over there plus the ones we saw earlier. I know there are some that haven't arrived just yet, but yeah guys, right now the only thing we have to do is to continue shooting the hares and continue creating solos. Once we're able to keep the solos, they should continue respawning within the same lake, and that is gonna make grinding mule deer very easy. In theory, of course. A lot of things can break, I cannot assure you the method is actually gonna work, but so far things are going pretty decent. So yeah guys, we're gonna continue testing this method on the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.